Hello, Leo. Welcome to Mindful Bamboo and welcome to your January tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energies of the month of January. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person of interest to yourself. And we definitely are going to start with a little oracle message. So we're going to get right into it. Today I'm going to be using the Whispers of the Ocean deck. If you're new, please subscribe. Check out the description box for more information on what I do, my other channel, ways that you can contribute, that you can support me, and of course the ways that you can request a personal reading through the email or through my website mindfulbamboo.com. All right, and this reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. So if you're watching this for a sun sign, check out other readings for other placements as well. Alrighty, and of course don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you're new. So your message for January, Leo, is take note, number 22. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered, right? Just find that me time, find that space. If you have your mindfulness techniques, then just go for it. And it doesn't have to be meditation. It doesn't have to be, Reiki or yoga, whatever people are into, right? Just because that is for some reason associated for you with the mindfulness techniques. I spent a week in Sweden. We did sauna on the 31st, on New Year's Eve. And it was such a rewarding experience. And, not everyone associates it with mindfulness, but it actually is. And, maybe that's your thing. Just as an example, maybe you love ice skating and, you do that as your me time. That's your meditation in motion. Right? Whatever works, as long as you can quiet the noise and you can really tap into those answers that are being given to you. Okay, let's see what we have for Leo with tarot. For your love life, you have 10 of Pentacles, beautiful. You have the Star, you could be dealing with Aquarius. And you have the 6 of Swords. For your career, it's 8 of Pentacles, the classic. 5 of Swords. 8 of Wands. Okay, like 8s. So the taking action part. Even the Star is actually comes down to 8 because it's card number 17. And then for advice, you have King of Swords. That to me is that take note energy we just saw. The 4 of Wands. Wow. And the Page of Wands. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. So there may be some surprises for you in January, but they're gonna be good surprises. So they're not there to make you change your mind or like start doubting what you've been doing. It's just kind of like correcting your direction, correcting your route if you wish. Some details here and there, just like polishing the way so that you don't have to wait as long for your goals to come true. Sorry, there we go. So for your love life, you have 10 of Pentacles, the Star, and 6 of Swords. So it feels like you definitely have big goals and dreams for your relationship, whether it's an existing one or you're trying to manifest somebody in, because with the Star, it's definitely kind of like wishing on a star. It's wanting to bring the right person in, if I may say so. And you're starting to think big in terms of not just having a fling, not just having fun, or let's just take it one day at a time. You're starting to see the bigger picture of where you want your life to be with your partner, not just because of your partner, but like when you're making bigger plans, you're thinking about long-term strategy for yourself. You have your partner, your family, future family in mind, right? Or maybe even your current family. Maybe you already have kids And with this new plan, you're like, okay, but I need to take into account that I already have kids. How is that gonna work together, right? You also definitely want to get away from drama that you've seen before, that you've experienced. So it's like, yeah, that's part of the fear to go that way, you know, to create this new family or to think big in like 10 years, 20 years time. Because it's like, well, like that sounds like a lot. If I've experienced drama with my partners, just with little things, right? How big is it gonna be when it's gonna be that important, right? The 10 of Pentacles, whatever that picture of your happily ever after is, that's really it, right? Maybe it doesn't have kids in it, maybe it has a couple of pets, right? But whatever it is, that's really the format you're thinking in right now. And it's a great one to be in. I don't really see here a lot of another person, but I would just say, if you are with another person, that make sure that you're aligned with them on your goals, on your picture, on this vision. And it's not to say that if they don't share it, it's end of the story, but it's a good idea to be aligned on those things, right? Maybe your partner will have a different idea and you'll find that compromise, right? Or at least they will be honest with you and they'll say, you know what, I'm not ready to think that far ahead yet, right? I'm still in the dating mode, right? Let's take it slow, or like I'm building my career and that's what I'm focusing on. And I love you, but this is as far as I can go right now, right? But then you can also adjust your expectations a little bit, right? You'll be ready for it. That's that part of the honest conversation that actually will prevent drama around these topics. When it comes to your workspace and career, you have 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands. So it sounds like you've been working a lot, and it feels like you're almost like, I was doing this, I had this energy in the Twinflame reading that I was doing today, that, you know, you're back from the holiday break, when you had some fun, hopefully spent some good time with your loved ones, you did something you loved, and now it's back to the grind, back to the work. You know, in this case, it's like looks like an office worker, although they do have some food on the table as well. So, you know, but it's basically like going back into the office or whatever it is that you do day in, day out. It's back to the routine, right? So there is a kind of like inner resentment towards that, like, oh, that's not what I want to do. But it's important to pay attention to the story you're telling yourself about this life. Like if there is a big dissonance between what you're doing and what you'd want your life to be like, even though we're talking about, you know, business space, career, occupation, whatever it is, then draw conclusions and make some changes. If you've decided upon that reflection that there's a very good reason for you to be where you are, even it may not be, you know, your 10 out of 10 option, but it's getting you to where you want to be and you understand why it's needed, then accept that and start telling a different story to yourself and to other people, perhaps, where, you know, maybe you'd like to complain a little bit of like, oh, this is just insane, or I'm so tired of this, or whatever, right? But change that storyline. And the other part of changing storyline is, of course, the framing of it, right? So it's not just like I'm suffering, but I'm gonna tell people that I like it. No. Frame it for yourself in a way that you know why you're doing it. Maybe there are things you hate about your job, but they're just as much things that you love about it, right? And within that space, it's easier to see how you can improve on it, how you can improve the quality of your life in that area, right? And secondly, you become more high vibrational when you are in that mind, when you are doing your work or you're thinking about your work. And that will draw more of the positive experiences and more opportunities for you to grow, rather than, you know, if you're in that vicious cycle, then that's essentially what you're going to be bringing more of. If you're complaining that you're overworked all the time, then essentially that's what the energy is going to give you more of, because that's what you're talking about. And then for the advice, we have King of Cups, 4 of Wands, and Page of Wands. So King of Cups is partly what we're talking about with take note, where you're supposed to take space and time for yourself to really be able to listen and to hear the answers. Yes, ask some questions, but don't anticipate a specific answer, right? Don't be like, okay, this is what I want to do in life, just I'm waiting for a confirmation, right? Be open-minded about the answer or the advice, or it could be information that you haven't even asked about, but it would just arrive, right? Be very open to that, and definitely create situations for yourself where you can hear the answer, not just from your brain, but from your heart and from your higher power. There's also something here about connection with somebody else. And usually 4 of Wands is pretty serious connection. So it's part of that 10 of Pentacle vibe, right? Where it could be committing to a partner for life. But it might as well be, and that could be, by the way, not just the romantic partner, could be a professional in professional life as well. But whatever it is, it doesn't, like, especially with this card in this deck, it doesn't even have to go as far as that. But there is somebody who loves your company and you love their company, and there is a chance for you to get closer, for you to have that good time together, quality time, and for both of you to benefit out of that experience. So don't push that away, even if it doesn't seem like the highest priority right now. There's something very profound that will come out of this time together with this person. And I'm sure as I'm saying it, you already have someone in mind. If not, they're gonna let you know very soon, right? And share their plans and, invite you to do something together, right? And don't have too many expectations of that. Just enjoy the process, just live in that moment. That's the biggest and highest value of that experience. But it will be magical and will definitely open up your heart more to authentic and trusting experiences with other people. To have that closeness with someone, very honest, very unfiltered. That's really valuable. And then, of course, there is Page of Wands, which is about experimentation, which is about being free in whatever it is you do. Maybe it's literally in the physical space, sports, dancing, I don't know, learning something new, or it could just be emotionally, right? Whatever you're thinking about taking up, maybe it sounds a little crazy, do it, because that's exactly what's going to give you that extra edge in allowing yourself to go for something bigger and better and dreaming bigger. Even you have that Star card, and it is about big dreams. It's about like your highest fulfillment in this life. But a lot of times in order to get there, our brain needs some work with it to open up and to feel free, and not to be bound by just the actual life circumstances right now. Let's get some messages for Leo from their person of interest. Please give us some messages for Leo. Wow. 7 of Cups, Magician, and the Fool. Yeah, so your person feels like there is a lot that you're doing or you're thinking of doing. It's just kind of like there's a lot in your life, happening in your life. But they feel like you're definitely in control of how you make choices on those things. Like the underlying energy is that your person feels like you don't really spend enough time with them, or you don't pay enough attention to them because you have so many different things. And it sounds like you always have your reason why you're choosing something else, but your person deep down knows that you're consciously making those choices, right? It's not necessarily to offend them, but still, one way or another, you're not choosing them, you're choosing to do something else with your time, right? So they are getting into this space of of a creator and of manifesting certain things for your reality together. But what they're saying is that they also require you to have an open mind and be able to start fresh and do something that you haven't done before, or be with someone that you haven't been with before. And if it's an older relationship that you've had for a while, then your person definitely sees that it needs to change, like the dynamic has to change. And maybe for both of you need to be a little bit more adventurous and a little bit more open to doing something new, right? Maybe it will be about embarking on an adventure together. But whatever it is, it needs both people to have that intention, right? Both people to be committed to it. And that's what your person is telling you that they want to do, and they're expecting you to respond with the kind of the same level of commitment and interest and responsibility towards what you have together, what you're building with each other. All right, I hope this was useful for Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time.